My name is Hanson Akatti. Real name, no gimmicks. I'm a illustrator, graphic designer, and artist.
You are an advocate for drawing as a personal discipline and believe that as many people as possible should try their hands at it, regardless of how technically skilled they are at it. What do you think one stands to gain from the practice of drawing?
First of all, it's a form of expression. It's like speech, having to, it's like having the ability to speak and not exercising it if you don't know how it is you express yourself with visuals, or how your perspective of the world through visuals, how you see things, like the shape of an eye is different from how you probably perceive it with visuals. It's, and also with any form of expression, we express ourselves in different tones or different colors. It would be interesting for you to see how you as an individual see the world.
Music has played a major role not only in your growth as an artist, but also in shaping your personal politics. And you credit the band NERD in particular for helping shape your ideas about black identity and creativity. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, so like in 2000, I believe, in 2000, I was just 11 years old, but most of the hip hop, the music I was listening to were these like hard edge, grimy New York type hip hop things. That it was just the music around at the time. It was like Mobb Deep and New York grimy rappers, and it just formed my ideas on what black masculinity was supposed to. I guess I just felt like that's just how you show that you're a man, like with that hard edge. And then I found the NERD song Lap Dance, and first off, I didn't know like there was like black people doing like that type of music, like rock music. It sounded like rock music. I mean, I know like they put it under like hip hop and all, but like, it didn't sound like any of the hip hop I was listening to at all. And they were rapping and all, but like it kind of like confused me a bit, because I didn't understand why they're like so confident in showing their goofiness. I pushed back on it for so long, for like even years, even though I was listening to their music and things. I was like, nah, Pharrell is soft, he's whack. But like I don't know, it just showed. But like, it was the thing that I still like. It showed me that you could express yourself in a more colorful way. Like I associate his music to bright colors, and it's no, I guess it's no coincidence that they later on came out with an album called Seeing Sounds, because like the music just sounded poppy. It sounded just bright and out there, and as I delved into art and learned more, it felt like it takes more strength to be like that. It's more defiant to go against what is socially accepted than just toe the line of what was already accepted. So I just there's like this level of defiance I found in his music. It's not just him and like in Andy Warhol and all these things that are like, it's like if you claim you're hard, try being out there with a silver wig on your head and see if you're still hard.
Staying on music, one album that you have an especially personal connection to is Kojo Q's For My Brothers. I understand the concept for the album was partly inspired by a conversation that the two of you had. How did that conversation come about, and what was said?
So we're talking about his music that he had released before For My Brothers came out, and I just felt that I don't remember if he asked me what I felt about his new releases, but like the conversation was basically me telling him he's more intelligent and has the skill to push even further. I just felt like he could. He amongst his peers had the ability to push the envelope even further. Like it wasn't a discussion on what he could, what type of music he should make or what subject matter he should talk about. It was more of I didn't think he was challenging himself enough, and he was playing it too safe with the music that he was putting out there. The albums like Akatti, Nipa, Kuma just show that the people like thirsting or hungry for other aspects of their life that the Ghanaian music does not cater to, deeply personal things, and I felt I just told him that he had the skill and the ability to like even push it even further.
Artists are known to be quite sensitive about their work and critique of their work. How did he respond to what you said?
Well, it was really difficult because I'm aware of this, and I didn't want him to feel like I was hating. I just felt like I was treading on eggshells. I think he took it. He knows me, and he knows that I want the best for him, and he does respect my opinion. So like I think he took it in good stride. It wasn't like a conversation or like his music is whack or I can't believe I'm making it. It was just telling him that you can push it even further, and don't be afraid to. Really, it was a thing that like I didn't think that it would had any effect till like he brought it up when we were talking about the album. I didn't think like it would that conversation that sparked anything really, which I'm glad.
Your work draws a lot of inspiration from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the relationships that exist between its characters. What has observing these fictional relationships revealed to you about relationships in your own life or those around you?
Well, so first though, like these stories, and it's escapism as most people use them for, and it's I tend to concentrate on the characters of these larger than life superheroes more than like their abilities. Like it's who they are that causes them to make the decisions that they make, and what makes a person a hero or a villain is based on like the decisions they make. So and it's a thing that it applied to my own personal life, because then the people who you root for are like the people who you would want to be even the whole idea of keeping a secret identity, like I know, like when people ask me about my art, I don't give straight answers because I like them for them to like find out than me telling them. I know it comes from like my like for Spider-Man and how like he guards his alter ego as Spider-Man and stuff. You know, like they are they are like I don't even know what word to use. They're like these small spaces where you can see human how things play out in humans. I understand human beings more through stories. I understand people more through stories. So like the more complex they are, the more the better my understanding of people get. So yeah, for a lot of people, they saw my like for like comics and cartoons as childish and infantile, but then everybody likes them now, and sometimes I'm salty about that because like it was really difficult to like because I see the value in these things, but like nobody else can. It makes you question yourself. Like that, am I really what this thing? An infant, some man child, or you know, am I immature for liking these things? Like that's how. It's how it makes me understand people, the world better.
I do find what you said about being salty quite interesting because art hasn't always been a popular thing.
Yeah.
But it is today. It's become a big part of the social consciousness, popular culture. How do you reconcile those feelings?
Well, I just need to understand that these things are way, way, way bigger than me. I may have those feelings, but I'm not the center of these movements. So I can't lay claim to any of these things. How can I even? And so I just have those thoughts at the back of my mind. I mean, I may feel things, but I don't act on those feelings. I find that people, act like they may not feel emotions that are seen as negative or weak, like jealousy or hate but like I do feel these things, and it would be a lie to say I don't. But it's more of what I do with those feelings. I'll understand where they're coming from. Like these days with everything, with my emotions, with my arts, I try and understand where they are coming from, and I don't know. Hopefully, it gives me information on myself that I didn't know. Maybe I become a better person from learning.
You describe your work as autobiographical, where each character you choose to depict represents a piece of the puzzle of who you are as a person. Why go to such lengths in order to reveal yourself to people? You just said something about Spider-Man and this idea of guarding his identity.
Yeah. I guess it's this human thing to be noticed, to be paid attention to. It's almost like me shouting like this is me and this is who I am, and I find that the things people like is tells who they are, what you choose to consume, the art you choose to consume, all these things it defines you in a way. Like, it's because you're a certain type of person. It's because you are a certain type of person, which is why you like certain things, you know. And I guess I don't like talking about myself very much. I don't like. I don't know. It just gets. Having like personal conversations are like very, very difficult for me, and like the only way.
Why?
I don't know, because it's like
Does it feel egotistical?
no, not even that. I think okay, the aspects that it does feel egotistical, but like even before I started feeling ego, it was that there are times when like it just felt like growing up the way I did with like the brokenness of my family structure and stuff. It was just really difficult. There were no things like I would be proud of. So like I said, like the escapism thing. I was told by a friend of mine that people who like, you know, comics, cartoons are like running away from something. Like I'd rather be in this fantasy world thinking about these things than like being in the reality, because the reality hurts way too much. Like, at least I'm concerned about like music and like musicians and their lives and you know, these fictional characters and their fictional lives and like and stuff, because it's far more it's easier to bear than like my realities and stuff. So I've always been like very well guarded of my personal, like my background and stuff, but I'll still want people to like know me and connect with me. So like if you are able to see why I like a certain thing, then you know me better.
You said that feedback helps you come to a deeper appreciation of your own work. Is there a piece of feedback that has made a lasting impact on how you view your work or yourself?
I don't know, this may be trivial, but like I was told one time that I like the way you use pink, and it was a thing that I know, like I make a conscious effort to use bright out there colors in my work. But
Why? Why bright colors?
Well, it's just back to the Pharrell thing. It's I want my work to be accessible to everybody. I want you to be able to see them and like them, but at the same time I want them to have the same level of complexity and intricacy as the kind of art I'm usually consuming, the kind of art that I'm inspired by or challenges me. You know, it's yeah, I don't want it to be. I want it to come across as such. Like there's a. I find it's. There's a rebellion in being pop, being like being consciously pop, being, you know, so out there.
A rebellion against what?
Against what people rebelling against what? Just what is defined as uppity, you know, like I think But like with these things, like comic books, even hip hop music, all these things, people don't consider them as arts worth giving attention to. Like at least the attention that I give it or anything. I was telling Charles the other day that like Raycon and Ghostface Killer to me are better than Shakespeare. As I was saying that what they can achieve in 3 minutes 45 seconds takes Shakespeare to it's like a whole freaking screenplay, and like
Bold statement.
yeah, and like it doesn't, they don't even slap. Like these people do it and stay cool, and you have to be in a certain type of headspace to do what like Shakespeare does. You know, like a lot of people look down upon like lowbrow art, which I just feel like I'm like a defender of things from like pulp pages. I think are worth celebrating as much as high quote unquote art.
I've heard it said that the pop world doesn't suffer from a perverted preoccupation with subtlety like the art world does.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, that's true, and it can be restricting because at the end of the day, we do these things we make these things to feel something and either like express joy or anger or make statements, and if those things are felt, like everything in between should be like secondary. Like they're important to pry things open and pick apart, but at the end of the day, like the feeling should be authentic, the feeling should be real.
I'm gonna read a quote of yours.
Alright.
My thing is to be undeniably good at what I do. I'd hate it if I had to burden my friends to support me.
Yeah.
In terms of being undeniably good, how do you feel like you're doing so far?
I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I should be saying this. Okay, so standards are like, well, I have super high standards for myself, or for like everything. Everybody else's standards, I think I can beat easily. So I'm more concerned with how like I feel about my work than what others feel. I mean, I'm at the point where like I don't feel like I would be embarrassing any of my friends with my work. I don't feel that that's the case. That's where I'm at right now. The challenge for me is just work, just doing work at the standard that I want to be at.